So recently this week, I had two incidents that I considered reporting on my dashcam via Operation Snap, which is where you can send footage in to the police. I'll go over a few of the things that give you a good idea of the sort of things that I consider reporting. I'm a massive believer in education over enforcement. And so very often I will prefer to do a bit of analyzing on my channel to try and create that education and spread it rather than enforce. But sometimes enforcement is necessary. Sometimes I like to let my daughters have a bit of fun with it, and we've done a few videos of Poppy's Plonkers, and there'll be a few more of those coming along.
First, and she's now blocking the main road because she's emerged without actually making sure there's enough room.
Do you know how to drive?
Girl, do you?
But some people simply cannot be educated. Their attitudes don't allow it. You can see that very clearly with my overtaking on the left videos and in the comments. Despite the fact that I'm presenting official facts from official sources, their opinions don't meet with those facts, and so their opinions beat the facts. And those type of people cannot be educated. So enforcement remains the only option. So there's two incidents then recently this happened this week, and one of them annoyingly I can't report because the plate actually can't be read on the car. So my learner and I are waiting to turn right, and we enter this turn zone here. When we find our gap, as we're about to get our gap, you can see in the rear camera a blue BMW enters the turn zone behind us. Now at the time I remember being alarmed at how fast they had come in. And as we now complete our turn, the BMW decides to do this. So obviously I don't need to tell you that's a pretty stupid thing to do, but they have of course broken the law because there is a mandatory instruction. It's a positive instruction. You must keep to the left of the bollard. So they've obviously done something a little bit reckless there. So unfortunately wasn't able to report this, but this gives you an idea of the sort of things that I personally would report. So I report things that are what I call the double Ds, which is deliberate and dangerous. And that of course qualifies for that. It's very obviously deliberate and it is dangerous. I don't just report every minor infraction. If you reported everything, I think it would be a bit of a sad state. So I stick with the double Ds. I stick with deliberate and dangerous. And I think when we're more experienced drivers, it's very obvious to tell when things have been done deliberately, and even learners can often tell. So yeah, annoyingly, the rear camera just isn't good enough quality at that speed. It didn't pick up the camera very well, and the front plate, despite being 4K, the front plate was quite dirty, and I wasn't able to read that plate and didn't manage to catch it on the day. So you got away with that one. So first question to you guys is would you have reported this if you could read the plate on the BMW? Is this the sort of thing that you would report? Do you think it's petty? Would you not bother? I'm interested to see what people sort of have views on this. So the second incident I can't show you at the moment, and that is because it has been reported to the police. Now, for some reason, when you report an incident to the police, it cannot be shown on social media. Without looking up, I haven't really got the energy to do so. I don't really understand why that is. I'm sure someone in the comments can let me know. But I'm not allowed to show you the footage because it has been sent to the police. So what happened was we had a lorry driver following us, and for several miles in a 30-mile-an-hour limit, which my learner was observing, we were tailgated, and quite aggressively. So he would back away, get closer, back away, get closer. And we all know when we look in the rear view mirror and we have a lorry driver behind us who's too close, all you can see is the grille, and when they're really close, it is quite intimidating. And my learner was not enjoying it. And this again is what I've said before with following learners, but also just following anyone else. When you're tailgating, you're showing clearly that you're not thinking about the other person in front, and that is why you can get charged for inconsiderate driving, which is points on your license for a start. We came through a place called Long Stratton, still in the 30 as they're building the bypass, and as we're tailgated again further up the road, we then get a slow moving tractor in front of us. So again, I'm talking to my learner about things like keeping back a little bit so we can see out to the right, and my learner's letting me know that she cannot see a gap. Now, do bear in mind as well, as a driving instructor, it's one of the worst things to have to do with your pupils is actually overtake something on a road like that, because I can't see, I'm in the passenger side, and I'm having to rely on what the learner's telling me and trying to keep on the traffic behind as well. So it is going to probably take us a little bit longer if we do overtake to make a decision. But judging by the cars that were coming past, my learner did not have a gap. Now, when we were overtaken by the impatient lorry driver, he did it here. So it's approaching literally at this point here, we've got a warning sign telling you there is a junction coming up. The lorry driver overtakes here, and by the time he's able to come back in, he's past the junction. So he has been on the wrong side of the road at this point here where there is a solid white line. So he's broken the law. And more worryingly for me, as he was completing his overtake, a vehicle actually came up to the junction and emerged, and just thank God it wasn't coming towards us, it was going left. Otherwise that could have been horrendous. So that definitely qualified for the double Ds, definitely deliberate and definitely dangerous. So I reported it, and I will of course let you know the outcome of that. Norfolk and Suffolk Police, unlike some police forces, annoyingly, they don't let you know what the person ends up charged with unless you have to go to court, which I did recently. But they actually just tell you that they will intend to prosecute. So let's have a quick look in the highway code, the sort of rules that this lorry driver is going against. Of course, tailgating, which I've done on a previous video. Yep, clearly careless and inconsiderate driving. So first of all, rule 163. Now I will be waiting for all the people in the comments to tell me that it's only a should, and therefore we don't have to bother with it. So overtake only when it is safe and legal to do so. You should not get too close to the vehicle you intend to overtake. Miles of tailgating. So first of all, rule 163 broken. Rule 167, do not. Now these are a little bit more than the shoulds, if you like. When it says do not, things like overtake on the left tells us do not overtake on the left. It is, in my eyes, a little bit more than a should and slightly under a must not. But do not overtake when you might come into conflict with other road users, for example, approaching or at a road junction or on either side of the road. So again, rule 167 is what the lorry driver there has gone against. Now, when he comes back into his side of the road, as I said, he's already passed the area of solid white line. You must not overtake, so that's of course the law, if you would have to cross or straddle double white lines with a solid white line nearest to you. So that says rule 129 is to be seen. So double white lines where the nearest line to you is solid. So obviously when he started overtaking, it wasn't a solid white line. You must not cross or straddle it unless it is safe and to enter adjoining premises or a side road. You may cross the line if necessary, provided the road is clear to pass a stationary vehicle, overtake a pedal, cycle, horse or road maintenance vehicle if they are travelling at 10 miles per hour or less. So of course we were following a tractor which was doing about 20. So no, you can't overtake. You must be able to complete your overtake before reaching a solid white line. So that's rule 128. This means you may cross the line to overtake it if safe, provided you can complete the manoeuvre before reaching a solid white line on your side. So that's the other rule broken there. Cool, we're running out of rules for this guy to break. So in terms of what this lorry driver can expect, I mean, that's not even mentioning rule H1, which of course rule H1 was brought in 2022. And it means there is now a hierarchy of road users, and it's the most common sense rule that just was never written. In that if a lorry driver, for example, has a responsibility to those less vulnerable than them, which is everyone, to keep them safe. So I think this driver will probably be looking at a minimum of careless driving and a minimum of 3 points on the license. I think there's a potential that it could be more because a vehicle and the footage is seen to be emerging from the junction at the same time, because he crosses or isn't able to come back by a ton of solid white line, and because of the manner in which he was tailgating me and my learner. I think it could be more. As a professional driver, I expect higher standards. I think most lorry drivers that I see are pretty respectful. Certainly when they're following my learners, we get nice distance, and you can see that they are thinking about us. And then you get the odd one that doesn't, and that is very frustrating because they are in such a big vehicle. I don't feel sorry for the lorry driver. There'll be people that say, oh, you're a grass. Let me know if you think you're one of those. But to be honest, I've got no problems. That lorry driver's got no one to blame but himself. It's very deliberate. It's very dangerous. So it's only too right that he's reported. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Does it annoy you that I report things like that? Do you think I'm doing something wrong? Do you report footage yourself? Do you consider things like double Ds deliberate and dangerous, or do you report minor infractions? You know, personally, I think if someone like the lorry driver, who very clearly has a poor attitude and probably not going to be able to be educated by me putting a little video on YouTube saying, look at this silly overtake and look how this lorry driver got too close. But if this person is reminded that a lot of people out there have a dash cam, and this person is given points on their license and a pretty hefty fine for doing something they know is stupid, they've just got the attitude that they can do it anyway, then I don't see the wrong. If it makes this lorry driver in the future follow people maybe a bit more courteously and maybe think a little bit more about the overtakes because they might be filmed doing it, then again, I don't see that as a negative. If you do, maybe you're part of that problem. This sort of thing now with the dashcam army and people reporting more and more footage, it's estimated that around 90,000 fines per year could be given out on dashcam footage. So it's doing a fantastic job in my eyes. If it goes any way to reducing the number of people killed and seriously injured on our roads, I can't see anything but a positive. Each piece of footage is reviewed by a police officer and they will decide whether they're going to actually prosecute or whether it could just be someone's made a bit of a mistake, and sometimes they send out letters warning rather than penalty points. So it isn't just a case of, oh yeah, you did something wrong, here's a fine. Look forward to reading your comments.